Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Wasn't Min's stream tonight. It was pretty awesome. Last night. The Min stream was pretty awesome. Cool shit going on in that. I noticed in the J room, oh my god, there's this apparent fairy tale group. It got really heated, but that's beside the point. Okay. Strike the Blood. Strike the Blood, episode review. Episode 19. This one, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. This one was kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of weird for this one, because the thing is, I noticed this is a trend in this show. And that's this whole thing with Himeragi. Like, every time Koujo is ready to fight someone, she's like, wait, senpai, wait, senpai, wait, senpai. And I'm like, why should he be waiting? Oh, because you're going to fight with... To me, I just don't understand that. I just don't understand it. He's powerful enough. He could take care of it. No. But... it's just weird. I guess it's because of the whole thing about Himeragi's spear. Her spear has the ability to put things the way they were, or what they originally should be. At least that's the explanation we got from Aya. You know, that bitch. Of course, they didn't kill her. In this episode. Now, but yeah, that's the only problem I have in this episode and in the series general. Is that Himeragi keeps, like, butting into Koujo's battles. I'm like, why? I mean, here it wasn't as bad, but still, it's like, bitch, give him some room. Let him fight. No? No, it was weird. But anyway, this was, like I said, episode 19. I'm trying to remember what it was called again. The Fiesta for the Observers, part 4. And the beginning part of this episode, we pretty much just got Natsuki and Aya. And yeah, they're just there. And they just basically are fighting. And we see Natsuki's knight that she uses, which is gold. Well, it's hard to figure out there. But it's gold. And you see Aya's. Then this is just basically her memories. Well, actually, yeah, it's Aya's memories of the whole situation and so on and so forth. And we see Himeragi looking on. And basically what that means is this is pretty much yeah, it's an illusion. A dream. And then, she hears her and her voice, Aya's voice, and so on and so forth. So she's in a little kind of illusion kind of thing. So we have that part. And then we go to Koujo. And, Koujo and Sayaka. We also see Vatler. But he's basically on the boat, and he's saying to himself with that guy that's with him, he'll leave this to Koujo. Pretty much. And that's all he really says. And then we get Sayaka and Koujo. And because last week, Aya, Yuma's mother, took away all magic in the city, he's basically a normal human, Koujo. So he's pretty boned at the moment. So what ends on happening is, Sayaka's trying to arouse him. It was very stupid. The whole thing. It was like, God damn. It was up in arms with the innuendos. But what ends on happening is Yuma shows up. Which is kind of strange. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen. But I had a feeling it was going to happen. So yeah, she shows up. She basically tells him that she's going to give him her blood. Because of the fact that all of everything, all magic, all beings that are superpowered, have been taken out, except for one. All can use magic, all cannot use magic except for one. And that person is Aya. And because Aya's, night thing, the Grimoire, was originally with Yuma, Yuma decides that the way to do this is simply let Koujo drink her blood and he'll get his powers back. Essentially what we have, and is this moment where he drinks the blood, he does things that Sayaka, so on and so forth. Then we have another scene with Himeragi, and she basically negates the dream world she's in, and she appears before. Aya's reasoning why she did what she's doing has to do with the world they live in, saying that this is not what it should be, and that, she basically wanted to erase everything. I mean, what she wanted to do, she wanted to get rid of all magic, all supernatural beings like vampires and so on and so forth. And, that's basically what she wanted to do. So what ends up happening is Koujo shows up there and he ends up fighting her. Like I said, the only problem I have with is Himeragi. She keeps butting in. I mean, not that that's bad. It's just, can't you just let Koujo fight? Why do you have to keep butting in? Let the guy handle his shit. Let the guy, But that's what ended up happening. They basically handle Aya. Eventually what ends up happening is he hits her a couple of times. I mean, I think the reason why she says, "Wait, senpai," was because of the fact that the spear that she has, that spear, can negate magic. Or bring things back to where it was. They end up pushing her back and stuff. And what ends up happening is the Golden Knight shows up. And I'm like, oh shit, where's Natsuki? And what I thought didn't happen, actually did happen. I think it was last week or the week before, where Koujo was in the bath, and Sayaka was there, and he got a nosebleed in the bath. And, we had the girl who's Natsuki, who doesn't, and she had that water. Pretty much that's what's happening. She drank that water, the bloody water that had Koujo's blood, and that allowed her to get her powers back, essentially. I believe. Yeah, powers, And she had enough to do one thing. And the one thing that she did was to rip out the grimoire that she had, Aya, and give it back to Yuma. But the fight doesn't end there, surprisingly. It continues on from that point. And essentially what happens is, and this was pretty crazy. Aya went into her final form. I don't know which has had final forms. She became a demon. Whoa. She ends up becoming a demon, and they end up fighting her. And that's when, and then, Himeragi again, she says, "Wait, senpai." I'm like, stop with the wait, bitch. Yo. Because, and I think, this time around, though, I'm not that, like I said, it was for good reason, because he was almost at his limit, Himeragi. Koujo. He actually, he was using, another familiar, creating this mist, And that's another thing I want to bring up before I bring up what happened after that. We see another character. This girl who's with Motoki. And she mentions, the 4th progenitor about Koujo and what he was able to do, creating the mist and everything. We see her again later on. But after that, we have the conclusion of the fight, and pretty much what ends on happening. They defeat her. They don't kill her, but they destroy her, like, demon form thing. Himeragi destroys it, and that's the end of that. We have a scene with that girl we saw, and we see this spear. We see this spear in this room. And the guy, I forgot his name. His name eludes me. Fucking cars. Don't live in New York City. Goes in that room for the spear. The guy who was, remember the guy who was talking to Aya about, joining the experiment and everything? The prisoner who didn't get captured? He went in the room to recover the spear. This other spear. And the same girl we saw was there. And she says she's not going to stop him. But basically told him that the Lion King organization will be after you. We also have another scene in this episode where we see, right before Koujo goes in, we see the vampire who gave him the powers. The former 4th progenitor. And, after that, we don't get really much. We have pretty much the after effect. Everyone's okay. Everything's back to normal. Put everyone back in prison. Yuma says, I believe she says she's leaving. And she basically tells, it was funny, she tells Himeragi, I'll leave Koujo to you. And she kissed Koujo. I'm like, yeah, Himeragi, man. At that point, she said, I want you to always stay by my side, senpai. And everyone heard it. I was like, damn. But that's essentially what happened in this episode. Now, next week's going to be called The Alchemist. So we're going to go into alchemy now. We dealt with so much shit in this series. We've had angels, we've had witches, we've had demons. So now we're going to have alchemists. At least that's what it seems to be. Because next week's episode, I believe, is going to be called Alchemist Return. Yeah, The Alchemist's Return 1. And I'm going to say that this is probably going to be the last story kind of arc in the series of Strike the Blood. So, yeah. But there's a lot of mystery going on here for Strike the Blood at the moment, from my point of view, because we don't know who this new character is, this girl. And there's some hidden things that need to be discussed as far as what is going to happen to Koujo as we go further in. Because there's like only 5 more episodes of this series. So you got to figure, something's got to give. Alchemist's Return can only mean a lot of things. But we'll see how this goes. Like I said, 4 out of 5. Good episode. Yeah. Not really much to add. Oh yeah, just wondering if anybody was wondering where I was today. I went to this interesting restaurant. It was pretty cool. Houston Hall. It was like a beer hall. It was pretty awesome. I was like Game of Thrones. Yeah. Nothing else to add. This weekend I will try to get some videos done that I want to do. I want to try to do the sing-off again, the singing of songs. And I want to try to do the Kentaro stuff for Titans of Darkness. And once those are out of the way, this coming Thursday, we'll see if I can do a live stream with Titans of Darkness. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm Balkan 2. See you guys later. Himeragi, man, just, why can't she let Koujo do his thing? Wait, senpai. No. No more waiting. Koujo can do whatever he wants. Wants to fight the enemy? Let him fight him. That's all I got to say. I'm Baka92. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.